Good morning and welcome to this edition of the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. You may recall, it's probably been a couple months ago, we had Damon Young, the founder of Very Smart Brothers, on the show. We kind of talked about his social media presence, but we didn't have a chance to talk a lot about the issues that he covers in that social media. So he's going to be back on the show today, and I got a whole lot of things to talk to him about. But we begin, I love it when I bring something new to the show. And William Parker is the creator, founder of an app called Vend Spin.
Correct.
Vend Spin.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What is Vend?
Vend Spin is a mobile app. It's basically like a Uber for mobile convenience stores or people who want to utilize their vehicle's trunk space to store and deliver commonly requested convenient items.
So if I'm sitting at home and I want some potato chips, a Coke, and some toothpaste. Correct. What do I do?
All you do is just tap the app. You'll be able to, it's a platform, so we allow anybody to basically go on to VendSpin, set up an account, upload the items that they sell, and people could go on their search, buyers could go on the VendSpin app, search to see who's in their area within a 5-mile radius, search through their inventory and see the items that they have for sale. And if you see any items that you would like to purchase, you just add them to your shopping cart, send the alert to the seller, and he arrives within minutes, sometimes even within seconds.
Within seconds. So let me just, because I'm not that savvy when it comes to this. So once I download the app,
correct,
I'll be able to see who the vendors are.
Correct.
And then I'll be able to say, oh, okay, this person has what I want. I fill up my shopping cart and hit send.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is it, you mentioned it's kind of like an Uber for convenience. Is it also, do I pre-register? So is my card on file? How does that, how do I pay?
Okay, so how you pay is we allow the buyers to pay 3 different ways, either cash, credit, debit, or EBT, which is SNAP. So it's up to you. If you want to register your card, what you do is when the seller arrives, they'll have like a swiper on their phone.
So you can pay when they get there.
Exactly, you pay on arrival of the purchase.
Now, how did this all come about? I mean, I met you on the street and you said, hey, I developed this app. I was kind of interested. A young brother develops an app.
Correct.
But take me back. How'd you get involved in this?
Yes, so I've been in the mobile convenience industry for over a decade. I started off with mobile convenience stores, which are basically 7-Elevens on wheels. They would keep bread, eggs, meat.
Now, when I was growing up, we used to call it the store bus.
Correct.
Is that basically what we're talking about? Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, so I've been in the industry, and it just got to a point where we would use like the typical bell. You would ride around and you would hear basically us coming down the street. So I knew that sometimes it may be irritating to some people to hear this bell coming, and if they weren't the customers, they're like, oh, turn the bell off, this is annoying. So I just wanted to make a way to where people could basically be discreet about it, basically show up upon arrival of a customer who actually wants the item.
And get exactly what they need.
Exactly. This way it eliminates the drivers from riding around wasting gas time, wasting gas money and time, and just being annoying to people in the area who may be just tired of just catching up on some sleep, or babies in the house sleep or anything like that.
So then when did you launch the app?
Okay, we officially launched the app on iOS last weekend.
Oh, last weekend.
Last weekend.
So when I met you, it wasn't even launched yet.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I was just out there promoting out at the Three Rivers Arts Festival.
Okay. All right. And so last weekend, too early to tell. I mean, are you getting response?
Great response.
Okay.
A lot of people signing up. We're getting a lot of people, a lot of buyers signing up. What I'm trying to do right now is just influence a lot of sellers to basically download the app and create their own page and put their items on there that they want to sell. So it's very effective for people who are already involved with ride sharing. So if there's anybody out there who's like Ubering or lifting right now, any type of ride sharing would be great, an extra source of income for them to make money at the same time that they're ride sharing.
Vend Spin.
Correct.
Explain that name to me.
So Vend Spin is basically a breakdown of vendors. So I took the Vend and I took the spin, basically, and put it together. You know, going on a Vend spin like a ride around.
Okay, spinning the vendors around, and I picked this one.
Exactly.
Okay, so you launch this one, you get it off the ground, it becomes a success. I mean, what do you think about this developing app thing? Is that something you want to do more of?
Yes, definitely. I have a lot of more ideas. I just want to use this platform right now to really build and be basically a role model for other people interested in the tech industry, which is very big, especially here in Pittsburgh right now. It's a booming industry, and I just want to let other people know that they basically they have the same opportunity as I have. Whatever their industry is, they could basically put the tech into it and create something and capitalize off of it.
And go from there.
Correct.
Final two questions before we run out of time. You service all of the city? You service pretty much the east to the west, or what?
So we're worldwide. We're global.
Oh,
actually.
excuse me.
Yeah, anybody in the world who wants to utilize their own vehicle's trunk space, or anyone in the world who is interested in starting a mobile convenience store, which is basically a 7-Eleven on wheels, a cargo van. They can sign up, create their own page on the platform, and people wherever they're at in the world, they could just go on there and see who's in their area within a 5-mile radius and place an order.
There you go. Just download the app and go from there.
That's right.
Thanks for coming by today. Good
Thank you, Ms.
information.
Lynn.
We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, Damon Young is here, and we're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff in the news. So don't go away when the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show continues.